Hi Stampers, it's Lisa with Queen Bee Creations, and I'm here again on our kind of pre-recorded live. I'm traveling today, and don't be surprised if I pop in the comments, but I am recording this ahead of time to show you how to make this adorable cascading panels card. I did one of these at Christmas using the gnomes, and it was super popular, and so I thought I'd use it again. Today we're using the online exclusive bundle, Tropical Leaf, and it is a punch bundle. So there are no dies and no die cutting in any part of this card. It's all super easy. So let's get started. We're going to start out needing our base. Okay, and the base of our card is 9.5. Oh, I'm not on camera, huh? Let's see. There we go. Okay, 9.5 by 5.5. Or no, 9.5 by 4.25. Sorry, 9.5 by 4.25. And then we're scoring at 1 inch, 2 inch, 7.5, and 9.5. And this actually isn't going to be quite long enough. We're going to need to extend our base. And so I have 2 base extenders. So these pieces are 2.5 by 3 inch. And on the 2.5 side, I'm scoring at 3/4 and 1 3/4. So we have a little Z fold that's going to go on the end on either side. So there's 2 of those. Then we have our inside pieces, normal 4 inch by 5.25. And then over that's going to be this 3 3/4 by 5 normal layers, right? Then we have the panels for the outside. And so this panel is 3 5/8. It's like a little bigger. By 2 3/4. Yeah, there we go. So 3 5/8 by 2 3/4. There's 2 of those, and then there's 2 that are 2.5 by 3 3/8. That's going to be our bigger panel. And then for the little panel in the very front, there's 2 pieces that are 3 1/8 by 2 1/4. And there's 2 pieces to go over that are 2 7/8 by 2. So 2 sets of each of those. Then I just have some scraps. So I've got 2 scraps of white, a scrap of shaded spruce. This is soft sea foam. And our bundle. So that's all the pieces you need to get started. Easy peasy, right? And these colors are carrying over. They are part of our new color collection. They are swapping over. They are not part of our retirement. Hopefully you're paying attention to that, because our retirement list is out for the 2 catalogs. Our spring mini and our annual catalog are both retiring at the end of this month, and lots of stuff's on sale, and it's been selling out. I mean, like, I sent you pictures and got you on my newsletter, told you all that was going on, and sure enough, it's selling out. So if you had something on your wish list, I hope it's still there and you grab it while you can. Placing a $50 or more order gets you the spiral bound catalog. I had said by Saturday, but if you get it in by today, I'm not going to be home till tomorrow anyway, so you'll still get one, but you need to place that $50 order this month to get your spiral bound catalog. Now these are going to attach onto here, and what I want it to do is I want the fold to be just kind of over the edge, because I tested it out, and I want the 2 big panels to meet in the middle. I don't want them to overlap. I don't want a gap in the middle. I want them just to meet. So I'm going to put this one on, and I'm going to test it out. My big panels, here we go. This one's going to slide into there, and it's going to butt up to that edge. And then when I put this one on and butt up this edge, it should meet in the middle. So I kind of want to check when those touch. Do I need to shave them a little bit? Do I need to just make sure this is just hanging over? Looks as long as I just let it hang over just a titch, we should be okay. But don't worry, it's cardstock. It can be trimmed, right? So if it is a little short, we'll trim it. Don't stress. But I'm going to go ahead and let it hang over just a little bit. And there's our extenders. Okay, so now we have our large card base. I went ahead and stuck that one down just so it's less pieces. You know me and not liking to have lots of extra stuff all over. I'm going to go ahead and glue this one down. Like I said, I want it as far into that fold as I can get, but I don't want it to interfere with it folding at all, right? I want it to match up with the bottom because it's going to stand up on its own. These are getting movement, so I'm using my seal. You might want to use Seal Plus or maybe tear and tape if you think it's going to get a lot of movement. So you're giving it to a kid or something. You don't want it to fall apart in their hands. Okay. Oh, perfect. How's that for meeting exactly in the middle? See, no stress. Okay. For this part, I want this to just have a little bit of an angle here. So I'm going to go ahead and snip that and snip that. Okay, then we have our front panels. And for those, you'll notice there's a little bit of a gap here. But I want them to sit. I mean, if they don't have to, you could have them centered a little, but I think I'm going to move mine all the way over to the edge, and I'm going to have it flush with the outside and flush with the bottom. So I'm putting my adhesive on our extender. And then I am matching this up with the outside edge and the bottom edge. And then making sure I'm stuck. So now we have our long cascading card all ready to decorate. Now you could have done this with any colored cardstock. You could use any stamp set. It's always, like I say, it's once you get the fold down, there's like infinite number of things you can do with it. I mean, and look, we're 8 minutes in and we're, I mean, almost done. I mean, we have our base. I mean, and this might be something you want to hang on to and have as a template. You know, some people have like a little recipe card box or, you know, one of those refrigerator boxes where you can just stick these in it and have all your fun fold examples. So when you're ready to do one, you can just pop it out and have an example. Some people work best from pictures. Some people like video. Some people want to have the tactile thing in their hands. You know, whatever works for you, you know, that's what you want to work with, right? Stamping is all about being stress-free. So we're going to stamp onto our white pieces. So we can go ahead and do the inside. That's easy peasy, right? As per usual, I'm kind of just doing the corners and then our sentiment across the middle. So I'm using the Love You Lots and I'm setting it on my grid paper on a line. So it's, you know, straight. It's kind of a wonky font. So it's not straight, but that's that one. And then we have our leaf. And then we have the veins that go in it. So I'm going to bring in my blocks for those. And then there's the bigger size. So I'm using the bigger blocks for the leaf and the veins that go in it. See, super cute font. And this actually works wonderfully with this. They're both online exclusives, only available in the online store. If you call me, obviously we can enter it by the item number. But it's exciting, right? That there's a new product. It's not available in a catalog. They've actually already sold out of the dies, but last I checked, the stamp set was still available, and we're not using the dies anyway for our card on Thursday. So good deal. And actually, one of the cards I did the week I featured it could be done without the dies. I mean, both of them could. One of them is definitely done without the dies. The second one I used them, but it wasn't totally necessary. It's just a super cute set. Okay, so I'm using not garden green, shaded spruce, and soft sea foam. I thought this was a pretty combination. It's kind of bold, kind of soft. Good combo. And so I'm taking our solid leaf and I'm inking it up and then stamping with that one. Into the corners, and then I'm going to take the veins to the leaf and I'm going to stamp right over the top. Now, you don't see the veins very much. It's a very faint look when you use the same color. If I wanted the veins to pop a little more, I may have stamped off and then done that, or used two different colors. But, you know, veins aren't real super obvious in the real leaves, so I'm going to leave it as is. I like it. And then our sentiment I'm doing in soft sea foam. Now, when I made my example, this stamp pad was really juicy. And with all the new colors coming out, you may be ordering some new pads and you may get them and think, oh my gosh, these are juicy. And they may not stamp really well for you. Well, you know, juicy is kind of a good thing because you're getting, you know, a bunch of ink, right? You don't want them dry. Well, part of the problem is as they, you know, set and they travel and all of that, the ink may puddle too much on the top. I mean, normally they do. They store upside down so that the ink puddles on the top, keeping them nice and juicy. But if they're too juicy, when you ink them up, you will notice that there will be bubbles on your stamp. Now, if there's bubbles, or if you're not getting the good image that you want to be getting, see, it's pretty good because I did this last night. I fixed it. But what you would want to do is take a spoon and you're just going to push down. And all you're doing is you're pushing that ink down into the pad. And then that way you're going to get a much better job in the inking. Okay, so once you have what you want on there, then we're going to stamp onto our panels. And I'm trying to be random. We always laugh because I'm not good at random. And I'm doing the veins and the leaf. And I'm turning the paper to my most comfortable position. I'm going to come in with our shaded spruce once again, and we'll do the smaller leaf. And just because I'm trying not to be too uniform, I'm giving that little kiss at the bottom. Okay, so there's our large panels. And then I'm going to do our little panels. There we go, there's the other one. And I'm doing the background all in the soft seafoam because we're going to stamp onto cardstock for our shaded spruce layer. Now remember, don't be afraid to stamp off the edge. That's why you're using the grid paper, to catch all that excess ink. The grid paper is good for so many things. It is something we sell in the catalog, so if you need some, I can help you out there. But it's got the measuring tool along the bottom. It's got your center point, so you can center things. It catches extra ink. It has so many uses, even as your little wish list on the side. Has it all covered. Oh, I want my veins. I mean, the grid paper, the adhesive sheets, the Color Family DSP. We have a lot of things that are kind of hidden in the catalog. So that's why you have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, to show you these things and how to use them, and making sure you get the best value out of your purchases as well as your best experience in stamping. Where does this one go? Okay, let's call that good. Now I'm actually going to use the larger one with the shaded spruce. For the inside, I had used the little ones, but the punch actually coordinates with the large one. So we're going to use the large leaf. So I'm going to clean the soft seafoam ink off of there, although it probably wouldn't be bad. It's easy to go from light to dark, but you would never want to go from dark to light, or you would end up with a boo-boo on your stamp pad. And I need my scrap papers, my big leaf, oh, that's not going to be good. Okay, let's see. I wanted this one. And let's see, I want to look at how my punch lines up. So the paper is going to feed in this way. So I want the fat end at the bottom. So let's pay attention to that. And then the veins. And then what I meant to do on this one was just do the veins. Okay, we're almost done. Who's going to give this card a try? And are you going to do it with this bundle, or are you going to do it with something else? Which bundle will you be using to create this card? Let me know in the comments. making comments and hitting the like button and sharing with your friends. All of that's super helpful to me. That helps push my videos out to more people. And we're super close to the 5,000 subscribers, which is where I'm going to do a giveaway. So share the video and let me know that you shared so I can get you entered into the drawing. When we hit that 5,000 subscribers. Because the best compliment that you can give me is to share me with your friends. And there's so many people go, oh, I'm not artistic. That's too difficult. I couldn't do that. That's all a myth. That's why I use rubber stamps, because I too am not artistic. I'm crafty, but I'm not artistic. I need a ruler to draw a straight line. But that's why we have stamps. Somebody else did the drawing and we just ink it up. We're in the home stretch. This is such a fun card. Okay. So there's our base. And then all we have to do now is attach the leaves to the front. So once again, like our card on Thursday, I'm not going to put dimensionals on this because I plan on mailing it. You can absolutely put dimensionals on your card, on these things, if you wanted to, if you're going to give it to someone local and it doesn't need mailing, then you don't need to worry about that, because the extra thickness requires extra postage. That's why most of my designs, if I do use dimensionals, I only use one layer. I don't do multiple layers, and it's for postage reasons. But this second leaf would be really pretty on a dimensional. So there you go. There is today's card. Let's cover up our mess, which is a Cascading panel fun fold card. What do you think? Did you make this one before when I did it at Christmas? Are you going to try it this time? I can't wait to see. And I would love it if you would join the Realm of Creativity over on Facebook and post your photos. You can also post on my business page. But I'd love to see what you create. I just think it's so fun to see how people take the examples that I show them, put their own spin on it, and come up with some wonderful cards. So come back on Thursday. I am going to be using this tropical leaf bundle again, but we're going to pair it with the Ready Rhino. I have an idea in my head of another fun fold that I can't wait to show you. So I will see you on Thursday at 2:30. Thanks. Bye.